This video is for the centers on today's film for offense against the even front. This first play, we're running power to the right. Okay, you're responsible for your backside gap. There's a guy in your gap, so you are down blocking him by yourself. Get your head in front of him, be lower. I want your head right on his number. I don't want you up on the shoulder, but you are blocking him away from where the play is going. Okay, trying to drive him that way. Keep your leverage. Don't let him go. That's a good job, Charlie. Next play, it's supposed to be an even front, but he lines up in a zero technique. Okay, guys are going to misalign all the time this season, especially when we motion and stuff. So be prepared for this. Honestly, I don't know what play this is off the top of my head. Okay, it looks like it is toss. So you are reaching, your role is play side gap on. So you are reaching the zero. Okay, you get there and stay on him. That's a good job. Okay, if this guy's faster, I'd like to see you drop this foot, the second steps to the crotch, and then you're running to do this. But the shuffle reach works this time. But if this guy's faster, then you should turn and run. If this guy's really good at knifing the gaps, then you can just cut him, just snap the ball and dive at his legs. Make a deli call. Okay, this next play, I believe it is power left. Has to be power left. Same thing, you got a zero technique here. Your rule is gap on double. Now, it's not always guaranteed that you're going to have a double team with the zero, especially if it's a zero and a three. So this could be like an eagle front. We want the double team closer to the point of attack. So on power, we would have the tag double team here going to the backside backer. So you would have this zero by yourself. Okay. So you just block him head on. Okay, and try to work yourself this way and cut him off from the play. Okay, and that's what you do. He ended up slanting away, so this is perfect. Okay, what you do here is great. You just drive him on by. That's great. Okay, next play, we're running. Is this a reverse play? I don't remember. No, this is just toss. I believe this is just toss to the left. So if we're running toss to the left, our rule is gap on. This guy's a backside and on your backside shoulder, so you don't have to worry about him. So we should be running to cut off the second level here, Trent. So we're not blocking back. Okay, you should be running to cut off the second level. Okay, next play. Okay, it looks like we're running truck to the right here. So got a guy in your gap. This is the hardest block for a center to make. Trying to reach that one technique after you snap. Get your head across. Getting your head across. So stepping back with this foot, getting your head across is what will help you reach this guy. Okay, because that could be called for holding there. If a ref wants to. Um, so we got to be careful with that. Once again, this guy, we can cut this guy if we need to. We'll just make a deli call. Next play, the jump. Okay, here we're running dart to the right. Okay. This got messed up here. So we should have a tag. Okay, running dart to the right. Okay, he's pulling, we're running dart that way. Okay, we can make a tackle. So your rule, remember, your rule is backside on play side. Okay, his rule is backside, so we could make a tag, or sorry, not a tag, a cage double team working to the backside backer, or we could just down it where he blocks down and you go to the backer, the first backer inside. Okay, we could do either or. But I like double team, so we should cage it. Looks like that's what you're doing, but Tommy goes the wrong way. We should be doubling here to that backside backer. Tommy should be trying to throw that guy into your gap. Okay, with your eyes on this linebacker here. Okay, that's what we should be doing. Okay, here we're running trap to the right, responsible for your backside gap. Gap on to backer, so you're just blocking down on this one, trying to create the biggest hole you can. Charlie, I just like you down on the number. Like you lower down on the number, but you do a good job blocking back. Okay, here we're running, for us up front, this is counter to the left. Okay, so your rule is gap on to FBI. There's no one gap on, there's no one in your gap, so we can um, cage this, working to this backer. Now remember, it's a combo. So if this backer stepped up to your gap, you have to get off and block him. If he flows over the top, then it's Ife's job. But Ife's trying to throw this guy over into your gap. Okay, where does the backer go? Okay, you got to be patient here, okay? So we got to step. You got time to get to him. You don't have to get to him right now. Okay, you should only come off the double team when you can physically reach out and touch this linebacker. Okay, if he's not in a proximity where you can reach out and touch him, do not get off this double team. Okay, I see where your head's at, where he steps up this way, so you're like, oh crap, I got to get off. But he is nowhere near where you can touch him. Okay, it doesn't help that Ife is confused and he's going for this backer, and that backer is not the first backer inside. Okay, Ife should be staying here with you, but you don't need to come off until that guy's close enough where you can touch him. That's when you come off. We got to stay patient on the double team. Okay. Okay, up front here, this is we're running duo to the left here. Or not duo. Oh my gosh. Kick left. Sorry. It's been a long day. Kick left. This is kick left for us. Um, And so you're responsible for your backside gap on double. Okay. Tommy doesn't have anyone to hit in his gap, so we are caging this. Okay, and that's what we're doing. You're trying to shove the nose over into Tommy's gap. Okay. And you guys are working to that backer. It's a combo. Okay. So if that guy shows up here, it's your guy. If he shows up in Tommy's gap, then it's Tommy's guy. Okay. So double in there, and then you should be the one coming off. Yep, you saw it. You were just late. Okay, have your eyes. Yep, you saw it, but it was a little late. You guys are doing that the right way. We'll get it. Okay, now pass protection. So this is where we make a Larry call. You're blocking here. You have help from the guard. Okay, try to drive that guy out. The one technique out. Okay, get square on him. Don't give up so much ground here, Charlie. Try to get your hands inside. Okay, sit down a little bit lower. If you feel yourself getting pushed back, try to do tiny hops back to regain your feet, to regain your hips underneath you. Okay, but it's not too bad there. So good. We talked about this. If we got two twos, you're still going to make a Larry call. Okay, I changed this. We're still going to make a Larry call, and you two are responsible for these two guys. Okay, the A back is responsible for this guy. Okay. So yep, you're there. Oh, this is the A screen left. Okay. So yeah, you do that right. Okay. Okay, if we get two twos, we're gonna make a Larry call. If no backer steps up, make a Larry call. And so you two are gonna be doubling the linebacker and the lineman here. Just to make it easier. The only time you don't make a Ricky or Larry call is if you have a head up nose. If you don't have a head up nose and you're making a Ricky or Larry's call. If there's two twos, go that way. Okay, go Larry, go to the blind side, and then the A back will get the other backer. Okay, next play. Okay, and this is one reason we have that. Okay, we're gonna make a Larry call here. Um, and so it can help pick up this stunt. So you'd be there, and then the guard would work out to this linebacker. Okay, he just does it a little bit late. Help out with that. Okay, the same thing happens here. Okay, we can make a Larry call, and you guys are doubling that guard. and then Ife could step out and block this guy who comes free. Okay, the same thing happens here. I know, and here's the thing, we're making an off call on this guy. Realistically, these guys would be dropping back into coverage, so the A back would be able to step up here and help out with this in a normal circumstance. But I think it'll just help with these 2-2s that we just make a Larry call. He would line up on the other side, the A back would, and then he would be responsible for that linebacker there. Okay, we got a one technique. So this is what it would look like with the two technique now as well. Okay. Or sorry, that's what it'll look like with the two technique. Okay, with that one technique there, you make a Larry call if he was a two, and same thing, you guys would double, and you guys have that backer as well. Okay, now we're on to our team phase here. Um, so this is that reverse play. I think we're running counter to the left. It should have been a reverse play, but Matt Foss kind of ruined it. Um, yeah. So what you do here is fine. Just watching your steps. So Charlie, that's good. Just have a wider base. Okay, here we are running counter to the right, so you're responsible for your backside gap. Okay. This is where it gets tough. So if he's a two technique, you gotta it's a two technique's your responsibility. You gotta block back on a two. Okay. Um, so we block down here, block down, and it really it's gotta be you and the tackle have to communicate on who's got him. If it's a two technique, I want you blocking back. Okay. If it's too hard to tell, we might just have to make a cage call, or not a cage, a cat call, where he comes and helps you. Okay. But you got to block back on a two. Two techniques, your guy. And I think you realized it late here. Okay. But yes, you would have a two technique on the backside. Okay. You would go to a two. And you and the tackle might have to decide who's got him. Okay. Up front, we're running counter. So now you block back here, which is great. Okay. This is exactly what it should look. That's perfect. Okay, we run counter to the right again. Do we block back? Oh, now they got a zero nose. Yep, so you do what you would do here. Okay. Um, you would block this head up nose here, and the backside tackle has to get the that two technique there. I mean, I guess technically we could make a down call where you block down, okay, and we'd still be fine there. But you and that backside tackle have to decide who gets that two or three technique. If the tackle makes a cat call, like he's like, hey, I can't get this two technique or three technique, I need a cat call, then we could cat it. That would be fine as well. Okay, we're running kick left, so you're responsible for your right gap. We should be blocking. We should have a cage double team here actually, because your rule is gap on double. You're blocking back. Guard doesn't have anyone in his gap, so we're caging to that backside backer. Okay, center, you're trying to throw that guy over into the guard's gap if you can. The linebacker dictates who comes off, though. He steps up in the guard's gap. So the guard, oh, he doesn't. Okay, he ends up changing his mind. The guy, here's the thing, our A-back runs the ball in the wrong place. We should be running the ball right there, and there's so much room to do so. It's right there. Okay. You're running trap to the right. Okay, you're responsible for your backside gap, so we're blocking back on the one. Carter, you got to get your head in front. You got to get your head on his number. You can't have your head on the shoulder, otherwise we're going to give up penetration. Okay. Okay, we're running sprint right, so you got a guy in your gap, you got to reach him. Carter, once you get your head in front. Okay, here we're running dart to the right. So you're responsible for your backside gap, backside on play side. There's no one there, so we are going to double back with the guard. That's what we should do. Okay, you double back with the guard to the backside backer. Okay, here we're running kick to the left. Nope, we're running power to the left. This is good. So we're running power to the left. You're responsible as your rule is gap on. Uh, there's no one in your gap, so you're going to cage double team this to the backside backer. Guard's trying to throw that guy over into your gap. Okay, he's not doing a whole lot to help you there. Okay, but you guys are comboing to that backer. So let's really see where that backer goes. He flows over the top, so AJ comes off, or should come off. But AJ needs to do a better job doubling. Okay, so here we're running H trap left. Okay, you get a backside three. So this is where you can either, if they can make a cat call, or you just work into that backside backer. Okay.